Lahaina Civic Center, the home for the Maui Invitational, and it is time for the championship game. And it's Tigers and Tigers, Memphis and Auburn, both of whom have traveled very well. Lots of fans for both schools. And why are they so excited? Because their teams are playing great. Let's start with Memphis. Has there been a better backcourt anywhere in the country this year than Haggerty and Hunter? They have both been sensational in this tournament. And it'll be Auburn ball to get it started. Denver Jones assuming a lot more of the point guard ball handling duties than he did a year ago. It's a little bit of point guard by committee for Auburn. Chad Baker-Mazara, who has performed well in this tournament, banged up his knee a couple of times, but each time has come back. Janai Broom buries a three.
And that's something he's added to his game. Stretching the floor, but when he gets in the paint, he is really difficult to deal with.
The starting lineups brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. Hunter and Haggerty, again, the two big scorers. Colby Rogers, a good scorer as well. Jourdain, the only returning scholarship player for Memphis, and then Musa Cisse in the middle for Auburn. Jones and Kelly, a transfer from Georgia Tech. Good shooter. Baker-Mazara, Broom, Player of the Year candidate, and then Dylan Cardwell in the middle. Floater from the baseline goes for Baker-Mazara, and a very good start for
Bruce Pearl wants him to be able to take that shot, but this is where he is most dangerous, down in the post. He commands a double team, but can play out of it.
Yeah, he passed out of it very well, and Miles Kelly will weigh it in. It is 7-0 Auburn. Shooting the ball with an incredible amount of confidence. 12 out of 20 from three-point range in the first couple of games. Cardwell. Long jump hook, and Auburn can't miss right now. And it looks like Penny Hardaway. Memphis 9-0 in the early going.
Little zone look right now out of the timeout.
Another block, this time by Broom, but then the finish for Jourdain and the first bucket for Memphis.
Chad Baker-Mazara.
Bruce Pearl calling out a play for the bench, and now the Tigers get into it. A good cut by Broom, and the lefty with the soft touch.
Just a simple little flex cut. There's been Auburn applying the pressure early.
PJ Haggerty, the transfer from Tulsa, misses the turnaround. He is averaging better than 20 a game. Now Colby Rogers, the Wichita State transfer, and that's what he can do.
He hit 99 threes last season at Wichita State, had 19 points against UConn. It's really not a guard tandem, it's a guard trio for Memphis.
Again, the cut by Broom, the double, and the open man is Cardwell. What a feed from Broom.
When you come off of Dylan Cardwell, you'd better get there in a hurry. I think you got to double Janai Broom on the flight of the ball. You got to be there on the catch.
How about better than 20 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, and almost 3 assists per game for Broom.
From that, it can be really difficult to guard. You have to communicate very effectively, but Janai Broom really good.
They did at the outset of the possession. Broom short on the three, and it's Memphis ball.
Yeah, you don't want to settle. You know, Janai Broom can make that shot, but Memphis will go zone. It goes back to man.
PJ Haggerty with an
game, but he's got an incredible knack for getting fouled. He shot over 300.
9 times per game, and most importantly, he's making and 21 points. Pretty good for their first so-called big game of his freshman season.
So the bigger the game, the better he's played this season.
Johnson inside, another assist for Broom.
How much has Chaney Johnson improved? He's playing with a high level of patience and maturity that only comes with experience.
Penny Hardaway, a couple of subs. PJ Carter, a fifth-year senior from Atlanta, has come in, as well as Baraka Okoje, a sophomore from Brampton, Ontario. Jourdain, the only returning scholarship player on this team with a jumper, and Memphis continues to get back into it.
Jourdain brings a lot of things that don't necessarily show up in a box score. He's an excellent defender. He can switch 1 through 5. He can play some small ball 5.
Around ground and out on the 3 for Denver Jones, but an offensive rebound. Pettiford lines it up and knocks it down.
No. Shot blockers can get into your head, or so I've heard.
Pettiford not there. Great offensive rebound and put back by Broom. He's all over the place.
He is a man among men. Just a man among men.
Broom already 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He had a double-double at halftime last night against North Carolina. Very pretty drive and finish for Jourdain.
Looked like it would be a dribble handoff and just a keeper. Great read by Jourdain.
Memphis played earlier in the day yesterday. Auburn played at night. So, again, third game in 3 days and a little bit less time to recuperate for the Auburn Tigers. But so far, they look just fine. Broom backing down his man, and he'll go to the line.
Arguably the #1 team in the country, at least if they wind. Auburn's got 2 wins already against top 5 teams in no
name here in 2024. Just great action all over the place. Jones being hounded by Okogie, a very good on-ball defender. Now Chaney Johnson hits a 3. And Auburn has extended the lead up to a dozen.
Well, this is where Auburn's depth can really get into you, because Memphis plays 8. And Auburn just throws body after body at you, and it's body on body.
61 as mentioned. Johnson to the bench with 2. Cardwell back in. Baker Mazzara's back in the game. J.P. Pegues is in, a transfer from Furman. And
that's a man after the miss.
Pegues. Cardwell, the handoff to Denver Jones. And Danger, no, not Danger. It'll be Tyrese Hunter called for the foul. Jones, a couple of years at Florida International, second year now with Auburn, had a problem. I want guys who appreciate the opportunity they have. Broom's got a guard on him in Carter. Up and in. Boy, has he got an unbelievable touch with so many different shots.
And he knew he...
Here is Hunter going after it, but he couldn't finish it.
He's still down.
Tyrese Hunter just now getting back to his feet. Baker Mazzara will lay it in as Hunter never really got back. At depth, are there more talented teams in the country? Probably. But boy, a lot of in so many areas, so many of the intangible areas, they check a lot of boxes.
What an offensive rebound by Dylan Cardwell. Holy cow.
Broom hits the 3 to give him
free to get. After an offensive rebound, the analytics prove it's the best time to shoot a 3.
They have 6 offensive rebounds today and 10 second chance points. Mid-range jumper, P.J. Haggerty, and he's got 8. Pegues passed it to Broom, who had 2 defenders on him. And now inside Cardwell, the kick, the extra look. And another rebound by Cardwell. And this time it'll go for Pegues. They are dominating on the glass. Now 8 offensive rebounds for Auburn in this game, and now they force another turnover. Baker Mazzara. Inside to Cardwell for the slam, and it's all Auburn.
Who's been better?
See what Memphis can try to get going at the offensive end. Danger inside and a foul by Cardwell. It'll be number 2 on Dylan Cardwell
Than those 2. No, they just cover up the rim.
Pulled out yesterday in their semifinal win over Michigan State, but they still had a challenge
Challenged at the rim.
Pegues needs some help, and he turned it over. Haggerty's got it, lays it in, and 1.
A great job by Haggerty. He had Baker Mazzara coming. This guy knows how to draw fouls, man.
A redshirt season at TCU, then his redshirt freshman year last year at Tulsa, 21 a game, and now a redshirt sophomore again, 21 a game so far this year with Memphis. And he's got 11 of their 23 in this one. Denver Jones, count it. Their 6th three of the game.
This Auburn team hit 11 threes in the semifinal. And they're poised to outdo that.
Haggerty with a soft touch. Nice pull-up, and he's got 13.
Memphis really trying to spread it out. And using more of the court to give them some space to drive it.
Broom driving to the right. The lefty puts it up. No good. Got it back. Got it back again. And we'll go to the free throw line.
Just dominating the glass. Offense.
And for the 2nd game in a row, Johni Broome has a double-double in the first. 1 of 2. He's got 15. Haggerty bringing it up court. He's got 13. Tyrese Hunter, who in the first 2 games for Memphis scored 49 points, has yet to score today. But they are staying within shouting distance of Auburn because of P.J. Haggerty.
They're giving Haggerty some space out top and basically flattening things out to let him go one-on-one. He can create offense on his own.
Rutherford bounces off of Danger. Broome up top, and Cardwell to finish.
Johni Broome and Dylan Cardwell work so well together, just throwing right over the top. Cardwell has been so effective in this game, first defensively on the glass, but he's also made himself available on the offensive end.
And Jay, that's the 5th assist of the game already for Broome. He may threaten a triple-double here today.
Did they just tee up?
Is the associate head coach and the son of Bruce Pearl.
I thought he was talking to Tahad Pettiford. He jumped up. He's not talking to the official there.
Dr. Trip for Memphis. Those are the 2 technicals. Rogers averaging better than 12 per game. Played tournament twice. Once getting knocked out in the first round, once advancing to the 2nd round. And obviously, a long tradition of good basketball at that institution and great passion in that city. And hopes are higher, I think, given what people have seen the last couple of days, that this team might be able to have a stronger season. Again, the offensive glass being dominated by Auburn.
Well, Johni Broome on that little roll replace action takes the long 3, and nobody blocked out Chad Baker-Mazara.
10 offensive rebounds, 16 second chance points for Auburn. And the shot clock and the game clock basically bang on right here. Haggerty hoists it up, doesn't draw iron, and that'll be that in the first half. Auburn impressive in every which way, led by their All-America candidate in Johni Broome.
They were going to take away threes and make Memphis beat them through contested 2s over their length and athleticism, and boy did that work in the first half.
Our first half stats brought to you by Novavax, underway now in the 2nd half here in the championship game, and Cardwell with a slam, and it's an 18-point lead for Auburn. And Cardwell, who is not generally a big scorer, already has 10 points in this game. Beautiful play between Hunter and Haggerty in the other end. And a grad student from West Memphis, Arkansas. He's in his 5th year in the program. And you talk about a glue guy, right? Not a big scorer. You look at the line score after, not a lot of numbers there as Haggerty knocks another one down. What does Auburn want out of Chris Moore?
Well, they want team. It's a we first team. And that's a great way to coach.
Jones. Cardwell will put up a 3 and hit it.
How about that?
What a fouls this half on Auburn, and all of them at the offensive end. Hunter banked it home somehow.
Look what he had to do to get one off. That was over Dylan Carter.
Looks like he'll sit just a bit, maybe, to the under 16 timeout. That is his 13th made three in 3 games in this tournament.
What a pass.
And Moore will lay it in. That's another assist for Janai right now. Now a steal by Moore. Jones, a long 2 will drop.
Great play by Chris Moore. That set the whole thing up. And you ask what he's in there to do. That's what he's in there to do.
And look at his energy, clapping his hands back on D. As you said, everyone knows their role. Everyone plays their role as Haggerty.
Well, that's what John told him. He makes sure to say that.
Great pass. Pettiford to Brew.
Boy, the pace with which this Auburn team plays is really intimidating.
Danger scores over Johnson. Moore into Broom. No double yet. They can't hit it. And down with the rebound is Haggerty.
Good block out by Colby Rogers.
And Haggerty all the way to the rim. I think Danger sealed off a defender to open that lane up for Haggerty. He's got more than half of Memphis's points. Pettiford scoops it up and in. Haggerty the kick. Rogers can't get a shot off though, and the advantage has been taken care of, at least for now, by the Auburn defense.
Well, how about Chad Baker-Mazzara?
Ooh. I mean, Hunter doesn't hit routine threes, does he?
He's smart about their offensive possessions here. One thing that Memphis has done a much better job of in the second half, they're not giving up as many offensive rebounds. There's the flex cut and down screen.
Baker-Mazzara hits.
And really, it's been only P.J. Haggerty that's been a
19 last night against North Carolina, and he might exceed those numbers today. He's at 17 and 16.
Chad Baker-Mazzara could not even make a cut without getting wrapped up by Baraka Koje.
And he made them both. Danger one-on-one with the Broom, almost turned it over, kicks it out to Haggerty, now gets it back. And a strong move. Danger can do that. We've seen that many times in the tournament.
It's good offense to get the ball back out from the post and then back in again to repost. But again, these are twos. Auburn's taken away Memphis's three-point attack for the most part.
They've only attempted 5. They've made 4 of them, but they've only attempted 5 in the game. Haggerty. He will go to the free throw line. That's 4:30 in the afternoon here, Maui time. Michigan State and North Carolina. Somebody's going, oh, for sure he's going to be at that Carolina game. You know that.
He has spent more time in this gym during the tournament than anyone else.
Yeah. 66-51 Auburn.
That Michigan State-North Carolina game, both coaching staffs are going to be yelling the same thing throughout the game to their teams.
Get back! Ben Colby Rogers, now Dylan Cardwell switches onto him. So they're switching 1 through 5 right now, and Rogers takes advantage and knocks it down.
He can make challenge shots, can he? Both he and Tyrese Hunter, P.J. Haggerty, what a guard trio. You know, Dan, nobody's cornered the market on playing hard. I'm not suggesting that, but to me, the 2 programs that I would say lead the nation in playing hard are Auburn and Houston.
Transferring, it's so common right now. If you're watching an Auburn game on TV, I mean, you
a program like Auburn as you would be in 30 plus somewhere else.
Well, and if you're thinking about the next level, Johnson brings it over for Auburn. Rogers deflects it into the backcourt, and now Pegues. Boy, Rogers working hard. Here comes Haggerty to help. And in the end, it's an...
Well, he is a selfless servant out on the floor.
And if you want to see fans who love a player, go watch a game at Auburn and see how they feel about Dylan Cardwell. Always just great positive energy, and the fans love it.
You gotta try that sometime.
And then they will play Purdue closer to Christmas in Birmingham.
Everything's challenged. Every pass, every catch. Memphis has to be exhausted mentally in trying to deal with this.
Cardwell again having the game of his life. 8 for 8, 17 points.
And it couldn't happen to a nicer young man.
And count the basket for Hunter. Well, with the community and everybody at the university.
Well, he's turned the jungle into one of the best environments in the game. But one thing, when college basketball went away from wearing suits and ties to wearing half zips and polo shirts, the dry cleaning industry in Bruce Pearl's sphere took a huge economic hit.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter who they're playing, how significant the game is, what the margin is. I mean, he never takes a play off on the sideline.
How about that challenge by Dylan Cardwell against Tyrese Hunter, forcing the incredibly difficult shot.
A 20-point lead. Auburn 6 minutes away from a championship. And again, had to beat Iowa State. They were down 18 as Cardwell was fouled. Down 18 in the first round. Coverage at 7 Eastern.
Isn't it amazing what Jalen Brunson's done in the NBA? I mean, he was the consummate winner. And
16 rebounds, 6 assists. Haggerty in and out. And Danger sticking with it to get the 2. Moore misses the 3, and the rebound for Haggerty. He's been everything and everywhere for Memphis. He just hasn't had enough help.
That hit,
I think it hit the
shot clock.
Yeah, it may have. Looked like Hastings still trying to get the attention of one of the officials, and now Danger in all his 11th season at Auburn.
Started out at Southern Indiana.
Known as Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, then, and then 6 years at Tennessee, and now 11 years at Auburn.
In his first year as a full-time assistant, you know who his first recruiting call was to?
Jay Billis?
Me. Can you believe that? He's definitely improved as a recruiter and as a
Somebody said to you, hey, pick one coach who you think might have done that. Bruce Pearl would probably be the guy you would pick.
That's, you know what, right? That's a fair point. Yeah. That's true.
Jones, no, gets his rebound. Hunter had kind of leaked out to the other end, hoping one of his own guys would get it, and Jones just took it and laid it in.
Yeah, there was no kinda. He leaked out. And you got to secure the rebound first. Not that it would make any difference at this point in the game.
Auburn fans on their feet, and they have seen their team play 3 great days of basketball. Well, 2.5 of the 3 games. They were down 16 at the half to the Cyclones in the first game, but second half of that game, the game against Carolina and the game today, Auburn has looked as impressive as any team in the country has looked all season.
Well, it's been a difficult day for Memphis because of the way that Auburn has played at both ends of the floor, but I'll tell you, Colby Rogers is an impressive player.
2 more for Broom. Boy, they must have had 8 or 9 dunks in this game, too.
Yeah, right now, Memphis is just deflated.
But you know what? This has not been a lost week or anything close to it for Memphis. I mean, they beat UConn, and they will finish second here, be 2-1 in this tough field. That's a good few days for Penny Hardaway and his team, too.
This isn't about Memphis not being this or that. It's about how good Auburn is. Auburn's legit.
Again, 1 week from tonight, Auburn at Duke as part of the SEC-ACC Challenge, and you can see it right here on ESPN. 2 more for Broom.
You can rebound like that, like Janai Broom. He's an NBA player.
Rogers again.
Wow. Oh, that guy's for a guy like Colby Rogers, who played at Wichita State and I think is his 4th school. You know, to play on this stage, now people know who he is. And he's a player.
Two SEC teams, Jay, who have ever won this tournament.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Where the rotation is, but they both played some pretty good minutes in Auburn's first game of the season. Danger with a left hand, it won't go. Boy, look at Tyrese Hunter. I mean, with all the basketball he has played and with the outcome decided here, still out there and still working that hard.
He looks like a different player. He's always been a good player. I mean, he was an outstanding player at Iowa State and then Texas, but he's at a different level this year.
And laid in there by Howard, the freshman from Boston. Danger drives, and it's going to spin in. So Dane Danger's got a chance. The Auburn Tiger players, they come out. Cardwell was great. I mean, all of them were great. And it's going to be a very happy Thanksgiving for the Auburn Tigers.
And they've earned it.
They will go to 7-0 on the season. They came in ranked 4th. You can see that.
Making a great.
(90-74) and less than 30 seconds to go. PJ Carter, it won't go, and he gets it back. And we'll go to the free throw line. A foul on Pettiford. That Auburn-Duke game is going to be all. You got to give him a tremendous amount of credit for the way he played. Danger and Cissé Jourdain. Memphis again showed well. Went 2-1, beat UConn. But Auburn's going to be the story coming out of this tournament.
Auburn's the real deal, man. They're legit.
The final seconds ticking away. And the champions of the 2024 Maui Invitational, the Auburn Tigers.